guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is day 3 of my New York City trip and we are doing so many things today. I'm so excited to bring you guys along. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I do on my last day in New York City, then please keep watching. Alright guys, we're starting the day off bright and early. So we're going to be going to this French cafe slash restaurant called Laduree, and I'm so excited because I have been wanting to go to this place for so long. It's been on my bucket list. So without further ado, let's go ahead and eat breakfast together. Alright guys, so this restaurant is in Soho and this is like the most trendiest area in all of New York City, so you know it's about to be lit. Alright guys, so you walk in and everything is so pretty. It's like all rococo with like really pretty statues. The ceiling was so cool because they painted clouds all over the ceiling, so it made it seem like you were in this really pretty like fantasy land. And then we went straight to our seats and they seated us in this little room and it was really pretty on the inside. It was yellow with a really pretty detailing on the walls. I felt like I was in Marie Antoinette and I was living for it. So the thing that I ended up getting to eat was this afternoon tea platter, and it came with a bunch of assortments of different foods that you could try. So you ended up getting 2 drink choices with this platter, and I decided to get the hot chocolate because Paris slash France is supposed to be known for their hot chocolate. Spoiler alert, this was the best thing that I got overall, and all of the things that I ate today was the hot chocolate was my favorite. I loved it. And then we also got some fake champagne. Yeah, you heard me right. There was no alcohol in it. I don't know, I guess they didn't want you to turn up at breakfast. Then came the main course, which was this 3-tier platter. It was macaroons on top, little tea sandwiches, and then an assortment of other desserts on the bottom. One thing that I would note about this though is they did not let me pick the macaroon flavors, and this is odd because they're known for their macaroons. So I was like, question mark, why can't I pick what flavors I wanted? So I ended up getting the flavors that they gave me, and spoiler alert guys, I didn't really like them. The only one that I liked was the pistachio one, and then they gave me a rose one, and then they also gave me a passion fruit one. So moving right along to the sandwiches, the first sandwich that I decided to eat was the cucumber one because I actually really like cucumber. I was not impressed with this sandwich. It was very small and I felt like I could eat this in one bite. So the second sandwich was a salmon sandwich because I really like salmon of any form. It's so good and it was really good. I wish I had 5 of them. Moving right along to the third sandwich, and it was a chicken salad sandwich. I feel like this is very afternoon tea-ish. So I got it, I ate it in 2 bites, and it was good. I was still hungry though. So after eating the sandwiches, we had to move on to the third level of our little tier, and we ended up really liking this level because they had a bunch of sweets of different kinds. So the first thing that I ended up trying on this little level was the scone, and the scone was not really that good. It was kind of stale. I didn't really like it. And the jam that they gave us was a orange marmalade, which was nice, but honestly, I would pass. Then the next thing was another dessert. I'm not really sure what it's called, but you'll see what it looks like on the screen. It was like kind of like a scone with some like raspberry filling in it, and it was okay. Again, it kind of felt like it was stale, so I'm not really sure like what they're doing at Laduree, but like they need to get their acts together. Okay, so then I was still hungry after eating all this, and I ended up deciding to order a chocolate croissant because I feel like this was the place to get a chocolate croissant because they import their desserts from Paris like every day. At least that's what they say. So I got it and it was really good, but I wouldn't say that it was so good that you need to order it. I feel like it was similar to like any other bakery, but I did enjoy it. Alright guys, moving right along to the star of the show of this little platter, and it was this giant macaroon sandwich, and the flavor was raspberry. The little like cream inside mixed with the raspberry was just a great complimentary taste, but I don't think it was worth the $80 for this whole platter to get it. So after that, we were done eating, but I wanted to see what the courtyard looked like because word on the street is that in the springtime it's supposed to be really pretty because they planted a bunch of cherry blossom trees everywhere, but newsflash, it was not ready yet. There were no cherry blossoms. There's actually no leaves on the trees yet, so it was too cold, but I still wanted to show you guys what it looked like. So since I didn't get to pick out my macaroon flavors in the little platter that I got, I decided to go up front before we left, and I did end up getting a 6-pack of macaroons, and this was $30, and you could get 6 macaroons of your choice. So I ended up getting all the flavors that I wanted, and I will show you what we got now. So I ended up getting 6 macaroons from Laduree, and the flavors go as follows. Double chocolate, caramel, coffee. I got 2 pistachios, and then I also got the Marie Antoinette flavor, and guys, let me just tell you, the Marie Antoinette flavor was not good. It tasted like soap, just like the rose one, so I wouldn't recommend. So since we didn't really get filled up from our little breakfast, we decided to go walking around, and I ended up stumbling upon this Glossier store, and I was so excited because every time I go to Sephora, they're always sold out, and I was so shook because the store was giant, and it was like basically an influencer's dream. So let's go in together. They had a little area that was like a bunch of products that weren't makeup, and I was so down for that. I love when brands have limited edition merch. It's like so cool. And then I went into the other room, which had all the makeup. They had literally everything in stock. And what you do is you basically tell the worker what you want, and then they place your order, and then you have to go pick it up later on, so you can walk around the store, see all the little areas. But guys, they have so many cool places in there to take selfies, which I was literally shook. This was so cool. So they had this room that had like kind of like set up like the subway, since we were in New York, and then they had this giant waiting room with bright red couches, which I thought looked so cool. It looked so modern, so chic. And if you guys are in the area, I would highly recommend just going in the store and looking at it. You don't even have to buy anything. It's that cool. So on our way home from Glossier, we stumbled upon this restaurant called Pietro Nolita, which is a Italian restaurant, and it is kind of like a viral photo spot to take pictures at because the whole exterior and interior is pink, and you guys already know I love pink. So here are all the pictures that I took in front of this little area. And just like that, we're back at the hotel, and coming in clutch is a haul. So the first thing that I'm going to be showing you guys is my haul from Glossier. The first thing I got from Glossier was a little blush. It was a cream blush, and these are always sold out in my local Sephora, so I knew I had to get one when I was there, and I got this really pretty pink shade. It's called Puff. And then I ended up getting a lip gloss. This is like a basic lip gloss, but I didn't have one, so I really wanted to get it, and I thought it was pretty. We are going to be going out to eat. I think we're going to go try and get some ramen tonight, so let's go ahead and get some dinner together. We saw them putting this up today. Kendall, look at her. So for dinner, we decided to go get ramen, and we ended up getting ramen at this place called Kyuramen. So you walk in, and they have a bunch of shrine tokens hanging up on the wall that you can buy and then write your little wishes as if you were like in Japan. Wait, hold on, you guys. The inside of the restaurant was amazing. They had like 3 different sections, and the section that we got to sit in was the best. They have these little like honeycomb little areas that you can sit in, and you guys already know that I was like, we're sitting there. Once we got called to go to our seat, it was time to go. So I just ordered some amu rice, and I'm so excited because it's gonna be so good, you guys. So I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes. And they put us in this really awesome like honeycomb booth for our eating experience, and it's so cool. So I'm super excited to eat this food, so let's get on to eating. So what was really cool is they had this button that you press on the wall for your waiter to come and get your order, which I thought was so Japanese, like literally cocoa curry. Am I right? Am I right? Cocoa curry? So then I also got a lemonade for my drink, and it came in this really cute cup. We also got some ramen, because obviously we're at a ramen store, and we got the Tonkatsu ramen because that's like the classic one to try. The ramen was so good. The noodle texture was on point. The amu rice was amazing. I would highly recommend it if you've never had it. It's just like a really nice kind of texture and flavor. All the flavors kind of like melt together, and I just love it. And then we also got some chicken skewers. The chicken skewers were pretty good. I feel like I would pass on them, like I wouldn't order them again, but they were good to try. So since it was our last night in New York City, we wanted to get dessert that night, so we ended up going to this Korean shaved ice dessert place, and it was called Sweet Moment, and it was so fun, you guys. You walked in, and they had a giant K-pop wall, and they had Zero Base One on the wall, so I was like already like, let's go, this is already gonna be a great experience. So I ended up ordering a mango cheesecake shaved ice, and it was so good. They had so many flavors on the menu, but I ended up going with mango because mango is one of my faves. So I got it, and the texture of this shaved ice was literally snow. It's like what you wanted snow to taste like, but it was so good, so refreshing. I loved it. So once we were done eating the shaved ice, it was time to go back to our hotel, and we were really tired at this point, so I just wanted to show you guys the little montage of us going back to our hotel and ending our night. So before we go to sleep tonight, I wanted to show you guys the view of the city lights. I thought it was so pretty, and if you're in New York City and you have a nice view, you should show it. Alright guys, so that pretty much is it for our New York City adventure. I hope you guys like this little series. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been to New York City, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hey, you over there, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a video.